Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, men and women. It is I, Dwayne Burns, enjoying life and everything in it, and we're going to start week 3 of our Retro Bowl / Detroit Lions Super Bowl parentheses Retro Bowl close parentheses journey. So if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe, and I'll have a playlist up soon of the Retro Bowl games. But before we go to week 3, I want to finish week 2. So they're showing praise for the good game that I had. Now, when you have these decisions, typically I want to praise the player in this situation because I want him to have a bigger smiley face. I don't see myself keeping a half-star defensive coordinator too long anyway, so I'm not going to invest in that. So I want to praise the player to see how he has a smiley face with his eyes closed because he's blushing. So now it shows my previous statistics against the New York Football Giants. And if you missed that video is also in the playlist or the video list of my previous videos. Now, the running back level is up. So when you have the level up screen, what's going to happen is you want to choose an attribute that'll best suit the position. When it comes to a running back, you want them to be as fast as possible, of course. So we want to get their speed up because this guy has potential to run full speed, which is beneficial. The downside with Mr. Herbig is that his strength is low, which means that he'll have trouble breaking tackles or running up the gut, as some of us saw on the last game. Now, one thing I noticed when I played back the last video is you heard me tapping. You heard a doop, 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 doop. That's me tapping the screen, because when you tap the screen when a defender is by you, it gives you a better chance to do a stiff arm or break the tackle or jump over the defender. So it kind of makes it sound realistic anyway. And I'm not a big fan of playing with the sound. But because I want you all to get a good idea of how everything works, I'll go ahead and play the sound just for this one game, so you have an idea of how everything works. There. To make sure that you all hear me, I'll just leave the sound on, so you get an idea of how everything works. So this time we're going to have a dynamic game. Now, dynamic is a little bit different. Dynamic, the difficulty level of dynamic depends on what your record is. So if you're just getting started, the dynamic is going to be it's going to be a little bit harder than easy, but easier than medium. And the more you win, dynamic may be a little bit harder than hard. Now, the creator said that he would never make dynamic harder than hard, but it all depends on the opponent. So, for example, if I'm playing a team on easy with a 5-star offense and a 5-star defense, I still have the potential to blow them out if I know what I'm doing. But if I have a team that only has a 3-star offense and a 3-star defense on hard or super dynamic, then it still may be difficult to beat them. So again, any given Sunday. So sometimes I think that the computer is cheating, but I just say that because I'm competitive by nature. Plus, I like to win. So now we're going to play ATL. Shout out to my ATLians out there. Don't take it personal on this butt whooping. But I love you, Atlanta. I haven't been down there in 5 years. I got to get back down there. So we'll go ahead and start the game. So this time we're going to wear the throwback unis. Now the Falcons have updated their uniforms, and I color matched them to the best of my ability. So since I'm wearing the throwbacks, I'll start with Atlanta's all white unis. We'll go to the Lions throwback uniforms against the Falcons new uniforms. Now you hear the kickoff, and I'll let this play out so you can see what they're doing. So the weird thing is, no matter who does what, so they're the road team, but the crowd still cheered. Maybe they cheered because they only gave up 3 points. So I'll do the best I can to not tap the screen so hard so that you can hear everything. Crowd is excited. The defense was behind me. Because I only have 2 wins, the dynamic is good. So here we go. First down. My bad for yawning, you guys. I'm a little bit sleepy. So it's 12:43 a.m. Detroit time. So at the recording of this video, of course, I'm going to play it. Alright, so we're going to run the ball again. You notice how the running back You notice how the running back is a little bit faster? I wonder why. So you want to do as much as you can, no matter what the score is, so that you can increase experience points. So that the wide receivers can better and run faster, so that the running back can run faster and break down tackles, and that the quarterback can throw the ball further and accurately. So I'm going to try to put down So far, the Lions are off to a 2-0 start. First 2-0 start in a while. Let's see if they keep the momentum going. Now, here's the thing about the Lions. that concerns me in this game. The Lions have not defeated Atlanta at Ford Field in a while. The last 2 times the Lions played Atlanta at Ford Field, the Lions were undefeated going into the game, and they lost at the last second of both of those games. And both of those games changed the trajectory of the season. I think it was 2018 when the Lions played the Falcons at Ford Field. I believe they were either 2-0 or 3-0. And the Lions had scored, but the referee missed the call, and the Falcons won the game. And of course, the Lions missed the playoffs. In 2013, I believe it was 2013 or 2011, when Jim Schwartz was the coach. You guys remember when the Lions were like 5-0, 4-0, or something like that? And I think they were 6-0. And they played the Falcons at Ford Field. And the Falcons won at the last second. And that was the game where Jim Harbaugh, when he was that was the same season where Jim Harbaugh, when he was coaching the 49ers, lifted his shirt up, and Jim Schwartz tried to beat his ass. But the game before that, or the game after that, the Lions lost to the Falcons, and the trajectory of the team was different. They went from being unstoppable to just coasting by and getting blown out by the Saints in the playoffs. And another thing that made me mad about that too is that the Falcons were coach. So if you guys remember, that was the year that New Orleans had a really good team. And the Falcons and the Lions were playing for a higher seed so that they could play the Giants instead of the Saints. So when the Lions lost, the Falcons coach celebrated. Like, dude, you still got to play on the road anyway, so what are you celebrating for? What are you saying, that your team can't beat the Saints? So the Giants, time out. I had to kick the field goal. The Giants slaughtered the Falcons that year in the playoffs. Now I love Atlanta. If you don't have anything against Atlanta, you actually get an achievement for doinking a field goal. Believe it or not. So Atlanta's football history is very unique. They were up by 25 points against the Patriots that year. I just knew it. But nonetheless, as you can see, the Lions are starting to whipshot, if that's the correct term, over the Falcons. So typically, you may put the second string in, or run a few more plays, but never say never in the NFL. I've seen teams come back from 21 down in one quarter before, so don't trust that. So, go for a deep pass. Try it again. First interception of the season. But we held them to a field goal. Nice 11-yard gain. Now I turned the music off. Music doesn't play during the game anyway, so we're not missing anything. And because of the dialogue and conversation, I may not have the sound on after this game. But that all depends if you like the sound. Let me know in the comments. Touchdown, another achievement. Now, as you can see, I have an injury. It's very significant, so he'll be out for 3 games. So that's not good, but it could have been worse, and that's the reason why we got our rehab facilities up. Because if that did not occur, he may be missing more games. But 3 games for a running back is crucial. That's never good. But we'll be able to overcome. Hopefully a bye week comes up, so that injury only has us missing 2 games from the running back. So another great game, another great win. Now, quarterback did not play as well as we like. We're not going to punish the whole team. Now, right now, he has a straight face, and it's going to turn to a sad face, which may slightly impact his performance. Wow, he only had 50 yards? How did I score all those points if he only had 50 yards? Oh, the running game was clutch. Okay. 264 yards of the running back. So that made a huge difference. So too bad he's missing 3 games. So we have another player to develop. So typically, if there's more than one attribute to increase, I'll increase the weakest one. With the kicker, I want more range right away, so that we can keep the long field goals. So now the next game is at Minnesota. So I'll go back to the. Let's see. I'll go back to the white jersey. Oh, I know why I did that. So, okay. The reason why I had that jersey gray is because I wanted to say the sleeve color, because the sleeve color is slightly different than the pants and slightly different than the helmet. I'm very OCD about that. With the blind eye, you really can't tell the difference, but when you color match, it adds more vibrance and pop to the uniforms. So this time, we'll kind of switch the pants. So we'll go to the old school Lions pants. So let's see, C8C CCD, and then the stripe is 1762FO. Now I like the socks long, so I'm gonna do 1762FO for the whole sock. You can mix and match everything. And then I'm going to have I'm going to switch the Lions pants color also. Let's see, so, well, first I'll do the stripe. C8C C, 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 D. And then 176 to FO. There we go. Oh, man. Oops. Let's see. So, C, 8C, CCD. I'm sleepy, y'all. My bad. And then 176 to FO. And then I'll leave those with I'll leave it like that. Let's see how it looks. 176 to FO. That's kind of cool. I like that. I'll leave it that way. So now we're going back to easy next at Minnesota. So I guess this will be a color rush game. So the Vikings actually have 2 color rush jerseys. So this time I'll use the gold. So 5FC402. Those look really nice. And we're playing for the NFC North lead. This will be a very exciting game. All right. So now they're looking to add another player. So again, beggars can't be choosers, so it's another target. And he has potential and he's a rookie, so we'll sign him. Because I have plenty of cap space anyway. And plus it gives me another target. Now me personally, I'd rather have 2 good wide receivers and an offensive line for superstars. Now when it comes to your superstar players, you're allowed to have up to 12 superstar players. So you have to be mindful of your salary cap because, of course, as the player gets better, the more money they'll want. So right now I got this guy at a steal for $11 million for 2 years. When he's at 4.5, he may want double. So now individually you can increase people's morale, but I feel that's a waste of coaching credits because that could be used for building up the facility, which is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to increase the training facility so that the experience levels can increase faster and it build up the team morale. So we'll be ready for Minnesota next week. So the team broke curfew. We don't blame the whole team. We just hold the one player accountable. And then it's going to be a color rush game. So tune in next time. Same retro time, same retro channel. I love you all. Please click and subscribe. And you all have a great night.